Big win for the Dolphins, breaking down the film. This one is some good to some bad. I got to talk about some things before we break down the film, so let's jump into this. What is up, Finn fans? Bringing down some film. This one might not be as long. That's why I'm going to talk about a few things before we jump into the film breakdown, being that today at 4 o'clock is the trade deadline. So either before or after you're watching this, maybe something broke, and I already made a video talking about that. But yeah, real quick, I got to shout out a new patron in Tab. Thank you so much, brother, for joining the Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, it's linked below. Membership is a join button next to the subscribe button, and you get a ton perks with both things, especially the membership. You get cool icons and emojis and stuff that you normally don't get during the live stream. So if you want to join, those are both linked below. So real quick, before we jump into the film breakdown, like I said, today by 4 o'clock is the trade deadline. There was a ton of rumors. The Dolphins, there's the rumor that Dolphins are interested in Bradley Chubb, and so were the Jets, but then it came out the Jets aren't. So if that is the case, and after watching the film, I feel like maybe they might want to add a better pass rusher. Maybe they'll trade Emmanuel Ogbah. I don't know. There's that out there. Then there's also the one with Kareem Hunt and Conklin, and that was spread by somebody who was making a fake account. That has no validity to it at all. But as of right now, I'm recording this Monday night. Like I said, I normally record these Monday night, edit them, upload them, and then schedule them to come out the day, 10 o'clock the next day. So you guys watching this, if something does break and it hasn't broke already, I'm going to make a video, probably straight from my phone or straight from the computer. But as of right now, I do not know of anything, and I don't think that the Conklin Hunt rumors are true at all. I don't really see them going after a running back. But the Bradley Chubb one kind of does make a little bit of sense, but definitely not for a first, from what I'm hearing that the Broncos want. He hasn't stayed healthy much, and you got to, there's no way you're going to get a first for that. So, and the Dolphins have one first round, one second round, 2/3, and I think a fifth and a seventh this year. So they have something to play with, plus they have players to potentially trade. Eric Rowe, Cedric Wilson Jr. Again, I don't want this, but Mike Gesicki. Now, if it is a pass rusher, potentially Emmanuel Ogbah, because his cap hit and he has not been producing. So there's that. Also, things that I've noticed while watching the film breakdown that I might not talk about or show the film on. Kader Kohou, great tackler in the open field. As I'm sitting here watching the film, taking my notes and time stamping and all that stuff that I want to talk about, I'm noticing Kader Kohou, great open field tackler. That man wraps him up. He tackles like I want all of these DBs and linebackers to tackle, where you wrap up the legs. You don't throw your body into the tackle. You wrap them up. I noticed that Javon Holland was playing a lot more in the box and a lot more covering the slot, especially with his ex-teammate from Oregon, McKinley. He was playing a lot of high safety stuff, so I'm noticing that, especially without Brandon Jones. They have him now kind of playing that scheme. Teron Armstead completely owned Hutchinson. Like, that man just took that rookie's day away. Like, he had nothing to do. Teron Armstead is an elite left tackle. And I noticed that a lot of the pressure, and I'm gonna say like 85% of the pressure that we did get, if we got any, was from Jalen Phillips. I'm noticing as I was sitting back watching and looking and trying to see, okay, why aren't we getting pressure, and why did Goff had so much time? I'm not seeing Sealer, I'm not seeing Wilkins, I'm not seeing Ogbah, I'm not seeing really AVG get any pressure, but I'm seeing a lot of Jalen Phillips pushing his guy back, a lot of Jalen Phillips just getting there and all that stuff. So maybe that's why they want to add another pass rusher. So those are the little tidbits I have. But yeah, I'm going to minimize myself. We're going to jump right into this mamma jam. We're going to start with defense. This is a second down. This is a play where Xavier Howard was right there to smack that ball down. But I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to kind of show you again what I was talking about with, the pressure and all that stuff. We'll play action here. So 1, 2, 3. See, but like just gets there. just gets there. But I think this is Phillips up here. Yeah, that's Phillips up here. Do you see what they're doing to him? And this is, a lot of people are asking, where's Jalen Phillips? Why isn't Jalen Phillips this? Why ain't Jalen Phillips that, right? They're like double, almost triple teaming this man. No, there's a defender in there as well. But they are sending, chip blocking him, and like just bad stunts there. But you see the amount of time that Jared Goff has. We sent 5. We sent Jerome Baker on a delay because they kept, how many did they keep into block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in to stay to block, and then they had Williams chip Jalen Phillips. But he had, look at all this time he has. And just, I'll show you from another angle. Xavier Howard, right? So Jalen Phillips coming off the edge. They chip him. He should beat his guy. Right here. I think this is Sealy. No, that's Davis. That's Raekwon Davis. You should beat your guy one-on-one right here, right? You got double teamed here. You got a chip going on here. You got triple team here with the delay blitz here. You should beat your guy, Raekwon Davis. You should beat your guy. But look at this. It's just, he was almost there. But that's what I noticed on that one, right? And that's kind of the main problem is a lot of times when these guys have one-on-one blocking, they have a hard time getting off the block and getting pressure. Right there, Raekwon Davis should have, got off that block and got pressure in Jared Goff's face, not give him all that time to allow that crossing route that literally went. Look at this. Look at this. Doop. You should not have enough time to let that route go all the way here. Should not have all that time for that to happen. You're one-on-one with, I think, at the center. You gotta do better than that. Gotta do better than that right here. You gotta do better than that. Now we go to the offense. Is that the offense? No, sorry. Back to defense. 3rd down. Again, we're going to talk about some bad, but they got a lot of good to talk about. Sending pressure here. It looks like they're sending that blitz. So you got these guys playing off here. See what happens here. It's a big play, obviously, on 3rd down. So they try to stunt here. Dropping back into coverage. They're only sending 3 with the delay blitz. I think this is Noah Benogany here on a delay blitz. Yeah, because this Javon Holland right there. But how long does he get in that pocket? Like, you're going to fake sending pressure. You're going to drop these 2 back, right? So you're sending him. Sending him. Sending him. You're dropping these 2 guys back into coverage. And you're going to delay blitz him. Stop blitzing from what? Like 3 yards away? Because he's not going to have enough time. Especially, no offense to Noah, you ain't going to be able to get in. Yeah, they sent 4, but one of them was a corner. Even have him drop back. They had Christian Wilkins drop back into coverage. Why? Again, they know more than I do. I'm just some schmo in New Jersey, but I don't understand why. Let's see how much time he has. 1, 2, 3. Got about 3 seconds. And do you see the hesitation he has there to his time to hesitate? Then he throws it. Enough time to let that develop because we were playing zone. Now let's flip to the offense because now we got some good plays here. This is the first touchdown drive. I obviously didn't show the previous offensive drive because it was the Sanders fumble. But this is the second down pass here. And at this point, I remember saying, like, Tua could hear me. He couldn't hear me for anything. But I'm like, calm down, Tua. Because this is a play where I noticed he was very, like, just, I got to hurry up. Like, he's noticing that, okay, we're down by 14 now. I got to do something here. Because he should, this right here, like, calm down, right? It's not a dropped interception. It was nowhere near it. But you see what I'm saying? Like, he didn't really have to force that. Got a little bit of pressure in his face. Could have, stepped out of it, if anything. But you're trying to throw a pass into here with a defender over the top and a defender underneath. Like, I see the free rusher coming in his face, and his mentality is, I got to get rid of the ball. But you should also know that you have an out here, right? So if you see that free rusher coming and you know, okay, they're playing this type of defense here, I'm going to have underneath. I'm not going to have over the top because they're afraid of Tyreek Hill here, and I have Waddle here. You see the pressure coming in your face, you should realize, all right, crap. And then just, boom, get it out there. Throw it to your check down. Forced it a little bit here. And that's when I was like, settle down. I know for a fact McDaniel's probably like, who's right here? He's probably like, settle down. Because then he does. He does. This play is on third down. And a lot of people nitpick the throw, right? People nitpick the throw, but then don't look at the circumstance of it, right? I'm going to play this one, and we'll talk about it. Right? You watch that, and you think to yourself, if he threw that properly, that's a touchdown. And I don't blame. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. You got to look at the whole thing, right? Don't just watch the ball. Because look at when he throws it. Ball's right here. Here's the ball. Right here. Boop. Here's the defender jumping in the air in his face. So he has no time to plant his feet. I'm a righty, so I'm going to do it this way. He has no time to plant his feet and follow through with the throw. He is literally throwing off his back foot. Just, I see that these guys are level with each other. I see that his feet aren't even under him. He's kind of chasing, and I see that Tyreek Hill is going to burn the both of them. So Tyreek catches everything I throw to him. I'm going to just throw it up to Tyreek because I have a defender in my face. And he does. And Tyreek does. Because this isn't a far pass. This is what, from the 40 to the 30? Tua's made these passes in stride. I will say 3rd and 22 till I'm dead, blue in the face. Go watch the Bills game, 3rd and 22. Watch that pass. He in stride to Jalen Waddle. He can throw this pass in stride. But the reason he couldn't throw the pass in stride, and we'll look at it from the other angle, is because this is horrible mechanics, but he's trying to hurry up and get the ball off because they sent a blitz in his face and they sent a rusher. Look at that. And that's why the ball looked like the way it did. But again, Tyreek's Tyreek. So he's going to catch that flipping thing. This is a 2nd down play. And that's not an excuse. That's literally, I showed you. Laser. I think this is a 2nd down play to get the 1st down. This isn't the touchdown. I will show you the touchdown, but this is just a laser to Jalen Waddle here. Well, play action. And you're like, well, that's not really a flashy play. I don't give a flip. Watch it from this angle. And obviously, with this type of play, right, he's going to be running a post route, so he's going to come up and in. You want to throw it kind of over here in this vicinity so he can catch and potentially take it up for the touchdown. But he throws it where he needs to, which has to be in this box here because of the defender here. So I'll play it again. See how the defender starts to come over, and then he also has the linebacker here. Look at it from the other angle, and I'll show you where he throws it and why he throws it there, right? Because if he tried to lead him, he's gonna intercept that ball. Just a laser dot, and then this is the touchdown to Waddle. I love that he had so much time to go through his reads because Jalen Waddle wasn't the first read. Sherfield was the first read. Sherfield's going to run a slant. That's his first read. That's covered. All right. No, actually, I think the flat. I think Tyreek Hill is the first read, which is covered. Right? And then he goes middle. And then he sees Waddle. Touchdown. Boop, boop. You see his head. 1, 2. When he sees him. Touchdown. Give him time. Drop back. 1. And you see his head turn 2. And then he looks at Waddle. Throws that. Boom. These are the things that he got better at as the years went on. Right? Because he wasn't really doing that his rookie year, and he wasn't really doing much of it. He was doing more of it in his second year, but the third year, he's getting so quick at just running through it in his head. This is a third down conversion play. Again, this is the first half, so these aren't great defensive plays. But if you guys remember during the live stream, I was like, I need to figure out what is going on with the pass rush and why it's being so bad. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about here. This is third down here. They're sending pressure in his face. But why is he so butt naked open to convert this third down? Right? I've noticed that this bunch formation confuses the heck out of these corners. It seems like no one says who's following who. Also, this zig route got him good because it's man coverage. They're sending this blitz. It's man coverage. They all got their guys. X is going to have him. Cater's going to have him, and then Noah's going to have him. That's who the coverage is. And what gets him is this guy's going to come up, he's going to run in, and he's going to go out. And that in tricks Noah to think it's a slant. And then he runs out, and you could see an oh shit moment. Pardon my language. Right there. And he's like, that's what got him. He was also playing really far off. All these corners were playing really far off, but that's because we were sending some type of blitz. That kind of got pressure there. Oh, a little bit of holding here on Jalen Phillips. See what I'm talking about? Jalen Phillips is always right there. A little holding on Jalen Phillips right there. There's a lot of holding I noticed didn't get called. But again, we won, so I'm not going to be that petty about it. This is a big play here. But again, it's almost a potential sack. It's first down. And I noted, this is the play that I noticed while I was watching. Again, he gave him so much time to have this play happen down the field. I yelled it out while I was noticing it. That Jalen Phillips gets held like a mother. Right there. You even see his shoulder pad get pushed back. Watch his you can see his shoulder pad get pushed back. He's getting held. Are these guys blind? And this is what I'm talking about. The pressure is coming from Jalen Phillips. He's getting pressure. We'll look at it from another angle too. He's going up against a tight end. Grabbing his arm. Right there. So. But then we'll go back to the positive on offense. This is the deep pass to Tyreek Hill. And again, we'll watch the play and we'll break it down. A little motion here from Waddle. And they're both on the side of the field is dangerous. Now, 100%, you throw that pass properly, it's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill burnt the crap out of his guys. They sent pressure, and that is why the pass wasn't thrown properly. Hutchinson here forces Tua to step up. Because at this point, this is when he's like, I'm throwing it to Tyreek. You have this safety trying to cover Jalen Waddle running this route, and you have this guy covering Tyreek Hill running this route. There's nobody over the top. Nobody. And Tua knows it. So he's like, I need to get this ball out here-ish. So he tries to throw it, but Ingold isn't really blocking Hutchinson very well. So he has to step up and hurry up and launch it. Because again, look at this. You have Tyreek and you have this whole open field. This is a touchdown. But look at his form. Because he has Hutchinson chasing him. If he's able to plant his feet and get the right, like if he's able to step up and then really plant his feet, open his hips, point with his shoulder, do the whole proper technique, this is a touchdown. But he can't because Hutchinson's on his tail, so he just whips it in the air. And luckily Tyreek Hill catches everything. You get to see it from, the other angle here. It's a step up and just, like, look where the ball is. Look where Tua's hand is. Like, this is horrible technique. His shoulder's pointing this way. But he wants the ball to go this way. See what I'm saying? But he's literally on his tail about to sack him. So Tua's like, screw it. Like, he's wide open. Tyreek Hill's wide open. I got to get this ball to him is his thought process, but he got rushed. So again, if the throw is where it should be, on how it should be, it's a touchdown. But gotta look at everything. You can't have tunnel vision. You have to look at the whole play. Plain simple. This one is third down. No, this is the Waddle touchdown. I skipped ahead of my notes. Just beautiful. I don't know much about how I, what I need to do to break this down. But it's just a good route combination, right? You got the crossing here. You got the out here. And you got the waddles here. And it's just a great route combination. You got a clean pocket here. And you have time, and you have the ability for Tua to see. You give Tua time, and you allow him Tua. But look at his feet. Shoulder pointing to where he wants to throw it, which is here. Give him time. The ability to plant his feet. The ability to go through the proper technique. And he will drop a dart on that. It's a bad snap, too. I didn't even realize that. It's a bad snap. Low snap. Just right in the bucket. It's a great play. Great play there. Now we're going to fast forward. Defense forces the opposing offense to kick a field goal. I think it is 14-21 right now. And it's the second quarter. And this is a great third down play. And I wanted to show this play too, because I was like, that pass was a little off. And we'll look at it from multiple angles. But again, he's getting a little pressure from his backside here, but he puts that ball, boop, right? Converts the third down. That's something else I noticed that I didn't talk about at the beginning of the video. Tua's very clutch, and I've noticed it throughout the season, right? And I noticed that is one thing that he has over Skylar Thompson and Teddy Bridgewater is his clutchness on top of his, accuracy and his anticipation. There's a lot of third downs, third and longs, and all that stuff, not only in this game, but the Buffalo game, the Ravens game, even the Steelers game, where he was converting these third downs with his arm and his play. And again, this is a third down play, and I'm going to show you from this angle because, again, it looks like a sloppy throw. It looks like a little bit of a high throw. But if you watch it from this angle, he kind of had to throw it that way. Because as he throws it, because here comes Waddle. Waddle's coming this way, right? He's throwing it now. If he puts that ball where it should be, where Waddle kind of doesn't have to do a little bit of an acrobatic catch, this linebacker's coming this way. He's going to pick that sucker off. So Tua has to put it in the window where there is no defense. But you got the little trifecta of Bermuda Triangle. So you can't really, you want to put it here, allow him to, go upfield. But with this defender coming in, you can't. And I'll show you. All right. See how he's coming over? So if he would have led him where he wanted to, that defender's picking that off. So he kind of had to throw it behind him. Couldn't really lead him. So again, can't watch things like tunnel vision. You gotta have to take a step back, look at the full picture there. This play, I'm not going to show you the full play. This isn't a run play. This is a pass play. But this is where I'm like, what is going on with the pass rush? Because watch him. I'm going to play it, and then we'll kind of go back and look at what's going on with the pass rush here. But you watch Jared Goff. I almost called him Garrett Joff. 1, 2. He should not have enough time to pump fake twice. When I was watching it live, I thought he pump fake 3 times. He shouldn't have enough time to pump fake twice. So the Dolphins are sending 3. And the Lions are keeping in 6. These guys should beat their guys. You're one-on-one, you should beat your guy. And where... See? Pressure. Jalen Phillips can't consistently be the only person getting pressure because they're going to keep chipping him. They're going to keep pushing, blockers to his side. It's one-on-one here, but he's the only one who's forcing Jared Goff to move. He's the only one forcing anything. Again, I know they only sent 3. I think at this point it was dumb to send 3, but there's something going on where they're not getting any pressure. It's driving me nuts. Turn the page. Wash your hands. If you know what that's from, comment below. That means you got to this point in the video. I love you. I know these are long videos, and I appreciate you watching these long videos. But if you know where turn the page, wash your hands is from, comment below. And I'll comment, and you'll make me very happy. Quintessential Tua. This is rookie Tua. This is Tua's bread and butter. A little play action, roll out here. Just a Rooney to Mike Gesicki. He did this his rookie year. I think it was against the Chargers. And if you remember last year, he was missing these. He was like throwing it in the dirt, and he was not he's just bread and butter. Looking from the other angle. Right? He's throwing it to Gesicki. Defender in front of him, defender behind him. I think this is Cedric Wilson Jr. He's covered here. You have to put that over the linebacker to get it to Gesicki. Like that is, to do that while moving, and a tight, like this is Tua's bread and butter. Precision, anticipation. Like he had to put that over that linebacker for Gesicki to catch that ball. And he wasn't completing these. If you guys remember last year, there's something off with him. He wasn't completing these. Now he's completing them like it's no one's business. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is this play. I didn't notice this play until I watched the film. This is a second down play, and this is a no-look pass to Tyreek Hill. See if you notice it. Because it faked me out while I was watching the film. Did you see it? Faked me out when I was watching the film. I thought he was throwing it here. I thought he was throwing it to Alec Ingold. Because you have Ingold come off here. Right? And you have him kind of running a post. Further down the field. But, I'm just giving you an idea of the crossing that happens here. And he looks at Ingold. But then the last second, he throws it to Hill. And it got me. I was like, when he threw, I was like, oh, I thought he was throwing it to Ingold. But he threw it to Hill. Show you from the other angle. See where he's looking? Beep. But he's going to throw it here. And from the other angle, you're like, Doug, it's not a no look. He's looking over here. But he's going to throw it over here. That's why it got me when I was breaking down, when I was looking at the film. Because look where he throws it. He ain't throwing it here. He's throwing it here. Between 4 defenders. You can't give Tua a box and say, try to hit this defender inside of it. Because you know what he's going to say? Sure. I'm going to do it. This is going to be a quick breakdown. I just love how they're trying to fake out. I think this is Waddle up here. They're trying to fake out the defense, right? Long is like, hey, you got to do your thing, and then Tyreek Hill's like, Tua Tagovailoa is like, hey, you're not doing your thing, and then Smythe is like, what's going on? You're not doing your thing, and then Ingold's gonna come up and snap it, but he's like, no, hey, no, you're not doing the thing, hey. So the defense is like, they're not ready, and then they QB sneak out. I like that. Made me happy. This is the scramble by Tua, scrambled eggs, and I'm picking this play to break down because I like his smarts here, right? He could have, and I saw what he wanted to throw if you just saw him pump fake, right? He wanted to throw this, but he was like, I don't trust it. So he took off running before this got open, right? And what I like about it is he follows Ingold. I talked about it on the live stream, right? Because you see him pump. And I think he didn't want to try to force that throw. I don't think he would have been forced. I think he would have completed it. But if you watch his eyes, he looks over and he sees Ingold. He's like, I'm coming. Help me. And he blocks. Smart. It's just a smart play for him to, I got to block over there. Let me get over there instead of trying to run through people. He's getting he slid before in this game too. He's getting very smart, not putting his body on the line. This is the touchdown to Gesicki. And I love that he literally goes to the one. He looks here. Nope. Here. Nope. I got Gesicki. Touchdown. Show from this angle. Watch his eyes. Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Gesicki. Wide open. Last thing we're going to talk about. This I noticed, and I talked about in the live stream, so I'm going to break it down for anyone who didn't see the live stream. We got the ball back after they went for it on 4th and 3, 4th and 4. And I want to show you Mike McDaniel's offense here. Like, he got to really use it here because he got to really mess with the Lions here. So this is the same play 3 times, same formation, same play twice. Third time it's a different play here. You're going to have Tyreek Hill. He's going to come in motion. He's going to come out. And then it's going to be a handoff up the middle, right? 2 times. We're going to look at it. And then I'm going to point out things I want you to notice. It's a little motion from Tyreek, or Terry, as my dad likes to call him, a little handoff here, right? And if you noticed while he moved, you get the first down there, right? No, you didn't get the first down. My apologies. You got a little movement here, right? You got movement back. Watch that, right? Same play. It was the same play, same formation. Right? Motion, handoff, middle, right? But see the 34 motioned with him, and the 34 followed him. So both times Tua noticed something. Mike McDaniel noticed something. Same formation. This is 3rd down. Tyreek Hill's moving. What are you noticing? No one's following him. They're now dedicated. They're keeping the 4 in the box to stop the run. Nobody followed Tyreek. So what is Tyreek going to do? Tyreek went in. He went out. No one followed him, and he's going to come around. Tua's going to hit him for the first down. Beautiful play. Now, if he would have let him more, yeah, it would have been a touchdown. Who cares? We won. But, yeah. That's what I got for you. Tua was on. Tua was just throwing darts. Like I said, there was a few plays where, he needed to take a breath and stop trying to force it and this and that. But it was a good game. Defense kind of clutched up and got their heads out of their butts for the second half. Hopefully, the Dolphins do make the proper move before the trade deadline today, or they already did, to help the defense. Well, in that, guys, I'll see you either later today or I've already talked to you. Hopefully we made a move to make the defense better. I don't think the offense really needs much help, maybe an offensive lineman, but we'll see. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. My fins up.